Hey everyone, I just got back from the store and I got C2, raspberry flavored red tea, and mango sparkling water. This one's for my sister, so I won't be reviewing this one, but I'll be reviewing this and talking about the difficulties of silencing your ego. So let's give this a taste first. Oh, that's good. For me, it tastes a little bit too kind of like artificial flavory. Yeah, like too sugary. But honestly, the raspberry flavor is quite sweet. It's not tart like a normal raspberry is, but I enjoy that. Yeah, it's pretty good. I'll give it a 3 out of 5. So when it comes to me, I'm quite a narcissistic and egocentric person, and it's not a very nice trait for anyone to have. I don't think anyone wants to openly state that they're narcissistic and egocentric for good reason. No one wants to present themselves that way. However, I think it's important to confront your weaknesses, and that's kind of why I'm making this video. I'm like trying to confront my weaknesses as head-on as possible. I'm not giving solutions, nor am I really saying that you should think like me. I'm just giving my words out there. But being a narcissist is quite painful, because you don't really realize it. I only started noticing it when I was scrolling through my Twitter, and so many of those tweets started with the word I, like not even the word, the pronoun I, and that's when I realized, wow, I talk about myself a lot. Which the main reaction would be, yeah, that kind of makes sense, right? You're the only person that's always present in your life. Of course, you're going to talk about yourself a lot. And a little bit of it can be summed up to, I don't have much to talk about besides myself. And it's a little bit crushing to realize that, because I don't exactly know why, like, there's all these sounds in my car, but it's crushing to realize, like, oh, okay, I might be a narcissist from an outsider's perspective. Because you're always told that people that are quite selfish, you know, they're not good people. They're not people that you want to hang around. And slowly realizing that you are someone within that kind of spectrum of selfishness is crushing. And as much as self-awareness can go, it's not really, there's only so much you can do with self-awareness. My ego stems from my narcissism, and I constantly have to remind myself, like, don't let your ego slip through. It's not a good thing. Yeah, but since I do have a really huge ego that tends to slip out when I don't want it to, it ends up leaving me in quite huge predicaments. I have to realize that, obviously, not everything in the world is created for me, and that's fine. However, that's much easier said than done. It's gonna take a lot of practice, and I'd like to think that I am slowly getting better at removing myself from every single situation, or rather moving my mindset, Like changing my mindset from what's in it for me to realizing I'm not the most important person in every single situation. I don't have to always tend to myself. My egoism also ends up kind of bleeding into a lot of my good deeds, I guess we can say that. Because I have a slight feeling that a lot of good things that I do are not necessarily out of love, and it hurts to really say that and realize that. Like, I have a slight belief that the good deeds that I do are actually things that I do because I want people to revel in, oh, look at how much of a selfless person they are. They do so much good. We should praise them. And like, I'm not too entirely sure if that's where my true intent for my good deeds lie. It could be and it could be not. I talked to my mom about this one time, and she said that, well, I mean, she said, you did the good deeds anyway, so does the intention really matter? And to me, it really does, because I don't think it's healthy for me to consistently do things that please other people in hopes that I get something out of it. That's not a healthy mindset, and that's not a healthy way to live life. I'd like to do things because I want to help other people. I don't want to do things because I just suddenly feel like, yeah, okay, maybe I'll get something good out of it. Maybe I'll get praise out of it. I need to shift my mind from my benefits to other people's benefits when it comes to helping, that's for sure. But it's a slow process, and it's a process nonetheless. No one immediately changes their mindset overnight, and it's still a struggle. It's always going to be a struggle to not let your ego slip out. You can know as many bad things about yourself as you can, and it's actually pretty good. I'm gonna drink a little bit more. Scratch the earlier sentence that I said. But you can be hyper aware of everything that you do, but that's not really enough to completely kill your ego. Your ego is a defense mechanism, and that's why it kind of activates at, well, for me, at the worst times possible. Whenever I have to do something a little bit uncomfortable, my ego slightly takes over. My ego does take over, and I'd like to change that. It's quite tiring to have my entire mind and body suddenly think that, why am I not getting anything out of this? But yeah, just have to start doing better for other people with a better intention, with the clear intention, hey, I want to do this for other people. And nobody's perfect, so I'm not gonna beat myself up every single time my ego slightly slips out. I just have to get better at silencing it and keeping it down when I don't need it. But yeah. Alright, that was the review. I hope you all take care. And I'm gonna be doing more of these because I enjoy talking to a camera and it'll improve my public speaking ability. But yeah, alright, take care.